Hello guys, this is Rishabh and I am legal intern in the Lexus and Company. Today's topic is on quashing of FIR. FIR quashing is a petition filed before the High Court for quashing the FIR and related proceeding against the accused. An FIR be quashed by the High Court if the court is satisfied that the accused is falsely implicated and FIR is bogus and frivolous. The Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 inherent power of High Court under the section of 482. Section 482 says that a High Court has got the power to act in any manner in order to make the two ends of justice meet. Under this section, a High Court has the power to quash an FIR if it thinks that the FIR which has been lodged is a false one and was done with a malicious intention to trouble the aggrieved person. If any person has been implicated and accused of a non-compoundable offence, that he can approach a High Court and file a writ petition under the Article 226 of the Indian Constitution, read with the Section 482 of CRPC. The burden of proof is on the petitioner to prove that the FIR has been lodged only for a malicious reason and to trouble the petitioner just. Although the Apex Court in its landmark judgment in the Madhu Lime versus the state of Maharashtra has laid down some very important principles which modulate the exercise of the power of section 482 of CRPC by the court. The exercise of power under the section 482 of CRPC for FIR quashing is not to be resorted to if there is a specific provision in the code to redress the grievance of the aggrieved party. Power under the section 482 of CRPC for quashing should be exercised sparingly and to ensure the abuse of process of any court or otherwise to secure the end of justice. Now we are talking about the ground of quashing FIR, where the allegation made in the first information report or the complaint, even if they are taken at their face value and accepted in their entirety, do the prima facie constitute any offence or make out a case against the accused, where the allegation made in the FIR or a complaint are so absurd and inherently improbable on the basis of which no prudent person can never be reach just a conclusion that there is sufficient ground for proceeding against the accused, where the allegation in the first information report and the other material, if any, in the FIR do not disclose a cognizable offence, justify an investigation by a police officer under section 156(1) of the code, except under the order of magistrate within the preview of a section 155(2) of the code. There are various ways through which FIR can be quashed. Those are follows. Quashing of FIR after a filing of charge sheet. The High Court under the section 482 has the power to quash an FIR even after a filing of charge sheet by the prosecution. The party can also reach a modus vivendi and other resources for the accused is to take a plea inherent improbability on the basis of the entire facts and the material collected against him in charge sheet. As power given to the High Court under the section 482 are enough to High Court to order a quashing a FIR under the circumstances. What are the circumstances? And the circumstances is quashing of FIR in a matrimonial cases. In matrimonial cases, in a dispute, a woman filed a false complaint of cruelty by a husband and the relative of husband under Section 498A and Section 406 Indian Penal Code. And another circumstances is a quashing of FIR in a financial dispute. In a financial dispute. How in case of economic offence, quashing the FIR is the obvious resource. When the financial dispute is settled after the party. FIR is a certain serious offence other than the economic offence are involved. So I hope you listen me and you understand what is the quashing of FIR and how the quashing of FIR process are done in India judiciary. Thank you very much.